China, the world's biggest polluter, or its unexpected savior? China, the world's most populated country, the factory of the planet, and today the biggest source of carbon pollution. But what if I told you that this same country is also building more clean energy than anyone else on Earth? So, is China the villain or the unexpected climate hero? Let's dive into the full story. Let's start with the facts. China is the #1 emitter of carbon dioxide, making up about 35% of all global emissions. It burns more coal than the rest of the world combined. Why? Well, China's rapid rise from rural economy to industrial powerhouse was fueled by cheap coal. Cities grew, factories ran 24/7, and billions were lifted out of poverty. But there's a cost: air pollution, rising temperatures, and a global climate crisis. Even today, China emits more CO2 than the US, EU, and India combined. So in terms of scale, yes, China is absolutely leading the crisis. But here's where it gets interesting. China is also leading in the clean energy race. In 2024, over 60% of the world's new solar, wind, and hydropower was built in China. They're also making the most electric vehicles, batteries, and solar panels, not just for themselves, but for the world. And now, experts believe China's carbon emissions may have already peaked in 2024. This time, not because of a lockdown or economic slump, but because renewables are taking over. Their goal? Peak emissions before 2030. Net zero carbon by 2060. That's a 40-year plan already in motion. But here's the catch. While China's going big on green energy, they're also still building new coal plants. In 2024, they approved nearly 100 gigawatts of new coal-fired power. Why? Energy security. China's leaders worry about blackouts, especially in extreme weather, so they're hedging their bets. Renewables for the future, coal for now. That's the contradiction. Clean energy growth versus coal addiction. Can both exist? For now, yes. But if coal isn't phased out fast, all those solar panels won't be enough. Some call China a climate leader. Others call it a blocker. The truth? It's both. China is the largest polluter today, the largest clean energy investor, and one of the few countries with a national carbon trading market. But here's the deal. If China doesn't cut coal, and soon, it risks undoing its progress. And because of its size, what happens in China affects all of us. They don't just have a role in the climate story, they're writing the next chapter. So, is China leading the climate crisis? Yes, as the top emitter. Yes, in clean energy innovation. And yes, still stuck on coal. The real question is, can they also lead the solution? Follow ActNow for Planet Earth.